everyone. Welcome back to our virtual art class. So this week we are going to talk about Claude Monet. He was a French Impressionist painter. He was born November 15th, 1840. He was born in Paris, France. He went to art school at the young age of 11. He is well known as an Impressionist artist. He founded the Impressionist Movement, and then he died on December 5th, 1926. So for some math, you guys can figure out how old was Claude Monet when he died. So this is one of his art pieces that we're going to talk about today. This is Garden at the Sea, or Garden by the Sea. And there's a couple things I want you to notice. I want you to notice the lines in the picture. I want you to notice the horizontal lines, the vertical lines, and the diagonal lines. So here, we've talked about how we don't have any wasted white space on our paper. So our paper is white, but when we finish our drawing, we should not have any white space that's just empty. Obviously, clouds are white or snow is white, and the ground here is white. But what I mean is wasted space that has nothing, and the white is not representing a shape or an object. So we've got some horizontal lines. Obviously, this is the horizon of the water, and then we've got lines of the fence, and then we have vertical lines for the flagpoles, and then we've got some diagonal lines here that are shown on this sidewalk or this platform where they are sitting. So today we're going to talk about lines in our picture. So what I want to see in your pictures today is strong, visible lines. So we talked about vertical lines. Vertical lines are lines that go up and down, and those are examples of trees and flagpoles in our picture. Horizontal lines are lines that go kind of sideways, and that would be the water and the fence. And then we've got diagonal lines that go kind of in a diagonal. They go kind of at a slant, okay? So that would be your road or your sidewalk in your picture. All right? So those are the three types of lines I want to see in your picture. There's three other things I want to talk about in our picture today. So we've got a foreground, which is the bottom of our paper, the middle ground, which is the middle of our paper, and then the background, which is the top of our paper. So in this picture, the top of our paper, the background is the water and the sky. And in the middle ground is the people and the flowers. And then in the foreground is these flowers that are the closest to what we can see. So they are the biggest in the picture. So the closer you are to the picture, the bigger it is. And the farther away, you can barely see these tiny little boats that are on the horizon in the water. So the farther back in the picture, the smaller it will be. So today, we are going to try and work on having vertical, horizontal, and diagonal lines present in our picture. And then we are also going to try to represent a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. So the first thing you're going to do when you get your paper, remember you need a pencil. You are going to draw three lines. So one is going to represent your horizon where the water meets the sky. Your second line is going to be where the fence meets the water. And then your third line will be this sidewalk or this road that is the bottom of the fence. So the first thing you're going to do is draw those three lines. Now they can be wherever you want, but remember, this is your sky, this is your water, this is the fence, and this is your foreground. So that is your scene where you can either have people, or you can have the flags, or you can have the chairs, or you can have flowers and trees. I've got a couple of examples that I'm going to show you. All right, so this person, oops. So this is a couple of representations that students did that I found online where they are trying to create their own Monet garden by the sea. So this picture, I want you to notice, does not have the fence, and that is okay. You do not have to have the fence, but notice it does have the sky, the sea, and the foreground. So we've got background, middle ground, and foreground. And in this one, we have background, foreground, middle ground, and then foreground. Okay? So that's what we're going to work on today. I would love to see pictures of your garden by the sea, recreation of it. And also, I want you to remember that if you do not have paint, you could use crayons. It looks like they used oil pastels. I know you guys might not have those at your house, but you can use oil pastels, you can use crayons, or you can use watercolor or paint. So those are 4 different medias that you can use in your drawing today, but you remember you are going to need a pencil. And then you want to make sure that you get the details in there. So like the clouds in the sky, the boats on the water. And if you want to draw a person, I like that this picture has some animals represented in it. Bushes, you can do the fence. But yeah, I'd like to see your recreation of Garden by the Sea. I sent some links that you guys can look on your computer and get a better close-up picture of what this looks like. And do a little bit of research on Claude Monet, and remember, you can let me know how old he was when he died. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.